Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host, as always, Starcub, and on tonight's agenda is this is the second video that I was meant to have posted yesterday, or last night in particular, but unfortunately the power blew last night, and without power. The transformer out the back blew last night on our block, and unfortunately it knocked out the power for quite a number of hours, so I was out of commission for that, so I wasn't able to post it. So here we are tonight with review number 2, and it's one that me and my husband recently just went and saw. It's another new release from 2024, American horror movie, as per usual. Also, I think it's very psychological as well, but leans into horror very much from the word get-go. And that is 2024's Longlegs, starring Mika Monroe and Nicolas Cage, directed by Osgood Perkins, and directed by Osgood Perkins as well, written and directed by him, and the distributor is Neon. And what can I say about Longlegs? Wow, absolutely phenomenal horror film. By far one of my favorites of 2024, and it just knocks Maxine out of the ballpark. I hate to say it, but Longlegs literally kicked Maxine's ass. This was so good, so disturbing, so gritty and gnarly and just terrifying. Had me on the edge of the seat, and it just had that gritty, dirty, uneasy 1970s, 80s, 90s feel about it. It was just done so well, and Mika Monroe, absolutely fantastic, and big wow and congratulations to Nicolas Cage, who plays the titular serial killer in this film. Longlegs, he did an absolutely fucking phenomenal job. You would not even know that was him until you literally heard his voice and the way that he says certain things and really just gets under your skin. This film also stars Blair Underwood, Alicia Witt, Michelle Cho Lee, and Dakota Dolby in supporting roles. And basically the film follows FBI agent who's tracking down an occultist serial killer to whom she realizes she has a personal connection with. Now, Mika Monroe plays Lee Harker, who's the FBI agent, Nicolas Cage as Longlegs, Blair Underwood as Agent Carter, Alicia Witt as Ruth Harker, and that's Lee Harker's religious mother. And everyone else in this film, Kieran Shipka, has a role in it as well. Absolutely fantastic. They all did a fantastic job. But what sets this film, Longlegs, apart from anything else that I have seen so far in 2024 is that it's split into sections, certain parts, the part 1, part 2, part 3. All these parts were just made you feel really uneasy, terrifying. It was a lot of it was scary as well. Like, I literally made my heart race in some scenes. Like, some scenes I really felt like, oh my God, I felt what she was going through. It was really, really psychological. What makes Longlegs and Osgood Perkins has done such a good job is the fact that the way that he shoots it, the screenplay, the cinematography is absolutely amazing. The way that this film is shot from all different angles. There's lots of framing of doorways. The cinematography in the doorways for this is just so mind-numbingly beautiful and uneasy. It just makes you terrified of wanting to go through a doorway or even see another doorway. The imagery in this is just mind-bogglingly amazing and beautiful. The way that it's shot, the background noise is eerie, disturbing. The music is just absolutely fucking phenomenal. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The characters are phenomenal. The way that this whole thing is set up is just, it sets it apart from any other movie that I've seen. It's done so well, but it keeps you invested from start to finish, and it's a real like investigation. Like, it makes you really, really, really dive in and think, oh my god, where is this going? Oh my god, there's twist after twist after twist. It really gets in your head, and that's what Maxine really should have had as well. And unfortunately, Maxine is a little bit different, but Maxine should have had that intensity, I believe. I truly believe that's what Maxine should have had. Longlegs makes you really, really think. The imagery and the gore in this as well is shocking. It's disturbing. Now, I know a lot of other people that have seen this, especially other YouTubers, saying, oh, it's not as disturbing as what they make it out to be. Maybe for them, no offense to any other person that has reviewed it, but I believe it's what you make of the film as well. It is disturbing in my case. It is very disturbing in a lot of places, especially just the way that it all sets itself up, the way that when you finally do see Nicolas Cage's serial killer face, he is just so mesmerizing and terrifying at the same time. You just gotta see it, because Nicolas Cage just gets right under your skin in this film, and that's what was intended, and he certainly got under my skin. It was a fantastic film from start to finish. I will definitely go and see it again. I really want to go and see it again, because it's one of those films where it's just, the writing is just phenomenal, and I believe that Micah Monroe and Nicolas Cage deserve Oscars for this. I really fucking do. Especially Nicolas Cage, because he went all out with this role. Like, seriously, he played the serial killer so well. And it's almost like he almost has this Charles Manson vibe about him as well. But Longlegs is his own character. It's no matter how many times you channel different serial killers, Longlegs sets everything else apart from other serial killers. Although Longlegs isn't real, but Longlegs is on the lines of, you could see Charles Manson vibes. You can see Ted Bundy vibes. You can see all different sorts of serial killers in Nicolas Cage. And I believe that Micah Monroe and Nicolas Cage really do deserve an Oscar for this film. Oh my god. Absolutely phenomenal. And Alicia Witt as Ruth Harker. Ooh! She is just a powerhouse. An absolute powerhouse. And I have to say, she reminds me so much of Carrie White's mother in Carrie, in Stephen King's Carrie. Piper Laurie, she was channeling Piper Laurie real good. I got a feeling Piper Laurie would be so proud of Alicia Witt, because my god, Alicia Witt she played Ruth Harker. My god, Alicia Witt did a phenomenal job, and seeing her back on screen it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I loved this film. What do I rate? It's going to be an easy 10 out of 10. Absolutely loved it. Me and my husband absolutely fucking loved this film. It was so good, and it deserves all the success that it gets, because this film, it just, wow. And I think it was only made for 10 million, and it's the box office already is $30.2 million. So it's definitely beaten it. It's definitely got its money back, and it's only been out for quite a few days, not very long. So it only came out on the 12th. So it's it's not been very long. So at the end of its run, I hope it does. It's going to do really, really well. Yeah, 10 out of 10, everybody. Go and see it. And I will do a spoiler video review of this one later on down the track. I'll do a live talk about this one included in with Maxine. That way, if anyone wants to talk about Maxine or Longlegs, we can dive into both of those. So I will put a reminder out on the community post when I'm going to do that, or I will just go live, and whoever joins my chat joins my chat. And if no one does, that's fine. I'll just be talking about the aspects of the films that I liked, what I liked about it, and all of that, what could have been improved. But Maxine and Longlegs, two different films. Longlegs beat Maxine by the ballpark by a long shot. But I did enjoy Maxine. Absolutely loved Longlegs. Longlegs takes the win. But Maxine was a phenomenal movie as well, with a lot of flaws. But what can I say? 2024 has been... The last few years have just... Horror is dominating. And horror is back. And it's just absolutely amazing to see that horror is not going away anytime soon. And it's actually dominating more over superhero films and normal drama films and thriller films. It's just absolutely phenomenal to see that horror, everyone just seems to love horror. And it's so good to see that horror is getting the recognition that it deserves all these years later. It's a huge powerhouse, people. But with that, I leave you with that. And I will have some more videos over the coming days. All right, guys, take it easy. Ciao.